Hi guys, Doc Rolly po. Pakinggan po natin ang mensahe ng ating Undersecretary of the Department of Health, Yusek Maria Rosario Singh Berhere sa ginanap na pagtatapos ng Batch 2024 College of Medicine ng DLSM HSI na ginanap dito sa Animo Center.
Hi!
She was honored with the Order of Lapu-Lapu by the Office of the President in Malacanang. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our commencement speaker, Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Singh Berhere, MD, MPH, CESO 2. You have to this down.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Bago po ako mag-umpisa, I would like to recognize, of course, our officials who are here present today. Dr. Antonio Ramos, President, Sir Ferdinand Berba, our Chancellor, Ms. Naomi De Aro, Vice Chancellor for Academics, Ms. Susan A. Olaganes, Vice Chancellor for Research Services, Dr. Conrado Crisostomo, Vice Chancellor for Hospital Services, Maria Cecilia Tirona, Vice Chancellor for Lasallian Mission, Linkages and Advancement, Dr. Jaime Pacifico, Dean of the College of Medicine, Vice Dean Dr. Patricia C. Santos, Dr. Billy J. N. Petron, Dean of Student Affairs, other directors, college deans, department chairs, faculty, and to all of the graduating students who are here today, and of course, the proud parents who are here today, isang magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Of course, I would like to congratulate all the 229 graduates who will successfully obtain their Doctor of Medicine degree today. Ang pangarap niyong maging ganap na doktor ay malapit nang matupad. Palakpakan niyo po ang inyong mga sarili. I would also like to congratulate all of the parents and legal guardians of our graduates who have sacrificed a lot and have given our graduates more than 100% support. This celebration is not just for our graduates, but this success is the result of your love, unwavering support, and hard work to provide for your sons and daughters all throughout their journey here in this institution. Sa ating mga estudyanteng nagsisipagtapos ngayong araw na ito, maaari ba kayong tumayo at humarap sa inyong mga magulang para palakpakan sila. Thank you. You may sit down now. Last year, I was invited here to be the speaker at the 18th Dr. Jose Esteban Memorial Lecture, where I also shared some of my experience on my life journey, which I will still be mentioning some today. So, Mr. President, I ask for your indulgence. Kasi narinig niyo na po, last year, I would again repeat it because I think it's worth telling our young blood here about that, these experiences that I've had. Pero last year also, I was here. And after the lecture, I got trapped in the elevator. In the oldest elevator here in the DLSU Med Building, kung saan namin sinasakyan dati kung kami po ay nandito pa at nag-aaral. All seemed okay. I was with my batchmates and parang okay na rin, kasi nagkwentuhan kami sa loob. We were all having fun. But after a while, nakikita ko na butil-butil na yung mga pawis namin, And parang lahat, staying calm, parang walang magpapanik. So, yung claustrophobic side ko, lumabas na, nagdasal na ako. Sabi ko, Diyos ko, mapalabas niyo lang po ako dito ng agad-agad. Babalik po ako dito sa Lasal, taon-taon. Pagkasabi ko nun, biglang bumukas yung pinto. Nandun sa labas, si Vice Dean Tata C. Santos nakangiti with her usual stance. And sabi ko, alam ko na. Hindi ko na sasabihin pa sa inyo kung paano nag-conclude. But I am here right now in front of you. Hindi na po ako pupunta sa elevator kasi wala na po may mabargain pa kung taon-taon ay naandito na ako. I'd just like to say to all of you that I'm so glad that I am here, and kidding aside, when I received this invitation, I think parang walang thinking twice, I immediately is very close to my heart. Like what I said before, the LSU Medicine has been a big part of my journey and career. And muli, nagpapasalamat po ako ng lubos at nagagalak na nakakasama ko kayong lahat sa araw na ito. At this very moment, I know all of you are feeling very blessed and overwhelmed because finally, you are an inch closer to becoming full-fledged medical doctors. I know some of you are now feeling emotional in regard to some of my personal experiences and how I saw the need to serve the country through public service. Maybe some of you already heard this story, but like what most of you have, these stories or experiences is something worthy to share. Kagaya po ninyong lahat, ako rin ay may kwento kung paano ako naging doktor at nakarating sa akin. Never planned to become a doctor. I have wanted to become a lawyer since I was a child. I became very interested in the different aspects of work of a lawyer through my mother, who was once a practicing lawyer. She would usually take me to her legal hearings, talking with clients, and how she has shown throughout her entire career what a strong woman with integrity should be. And so, I applied for a course in political science for college. And kailangan may second choice. Sabi ng ate ko, zoology yan. Kasi sabi, this is what I studied, zoology. Or, to just stay home and sleep all day. Of course, my mom would not hear any of it, and so upon my mother's insistence, I unknowingly and involuntarily entered the world of medical studies. Wala akong kamalay-malay, ganado na pala lahat upang ako ay maging isang manggagamot. Dinala ako ng mami ko dito sa Cavite. Nung araw, puro talahib kami dito. Siguro hindi, baka may nakita kayong pictures from the past. But during our time, with your Vice Dean, Dr. Tatak C. Santos, puro po talahib dito, walang masyadong mga establishments, nakakagimik po kami, nakakakain lang sa labas pag pupunta po kami ng Tagaytay. So just imagine the shock na feel wanted to be a lawyer like her, but she made sure that I was going to be a doctor. This was one of the first of many unpredictable turns in my life. I would eventually learn to welcome these uncertainties and trudge forward despite them. After I graduated in medicine, I started working as a rural health physician in our hometown in Marikina. During this time, I saw the hardships of our kababayans in having access to equitable, affordable, and quality health care. This cemented my desire into pursuing a career in public service, redefining some aspects of our lives by putting more importance to the welfare of others can shape us. That is why we should be open to opportunities, especially in helping others. After several years of public health work in the field, I was offered a chance to take up Masters in Public Health in the University of the Philippines. I took this opportunity to improve my skills, bringing my experience on the ground with me, which UH, Health Policy Office, Health Research Office, Health Planning Office, Food and Drug Administration, Licensing Office, Cluster for Health Regulations, Cluster for Public Health Programs, just recently OIC Secretary of Health, and now in operations, I was given the chance to contribute to the different aspects of public health. And in all of the roles I was assigned, there is one thing that I realized. The role of health in the greater scheme of things is beyond saving lives. The path that you have chosen will make you see firsthand the realities of the Philippine healthcare system. For starters, only about 50% of our population have access to healthcare centers or hospitals within 30 minutes. This translates to millions of Filipinos who do not have direct access to healthcare. On the ground, this issue challenges will surely come our way, but we must not lose heart. We should learn to view all hardships and experiences with more positive lenses so that perseverance despite trials does not feel like suffering. Instead, they will feel like opportunities through which we can both grow ourselves and enrich the lives of others. The second MD means that you will also need to become more dynamic. The world of public service is too complex, and you are expected to deal with the many frailties of the healthcare system. Like any other endeavors, the life of being a doctor would require dynamism and flexibility. And the last MD means move with dedication. As soon as you practice your profession, remember that your mission is saving lives and protecting people. It is my hope that you see your profession as a field being devoted to the aid of others. I am encouraging all of you to use your learnings, skills, and God-given talents to be of service to those who are in need, to those who don't have any opportunity at all, and to those who do not have access. Act upon it. Higit ngayong panahon, kailangan kayo ng Pilipinas. Kailangan kayo ng bawat Pilipino. This will be a long journey in your chosen field, but I know that your mentors here in DLSU are proud of you and assured that you would be good examples and champions in public health service that the future generations will look up to.
Maria Rosario Guerrero. The citation reads, the De La Salle Medical and Health Sciences Institute awards this plaque of appreciation to Maria Rosario Guerrero, MD, MPH, CESO 2, in recognition of her generosity to share her time and experience with the candidates for graduation of BLS FHSI College of Medicine Class 2024. Her message will serve as an inspiration to our young Rosalians who are about to build their future and making contributions in service to society. Given this 26th day of July in the year of our Lord 2024, during the DLS MPHI graduation rites held at the De La Salle Animal Center, De La Salle Medical and Health Sciences Institute, City of Las Marinas, Cavite, Philippines. Signed, Antonio D. Ramos, MP, FPCS, F. Patapsi,
Thank you for watching, guys.
and
See you
Brother
in
Edmundo
the
L.
next
Chairman.
video.